Hello, and God bless you and the Lord's blessings. Oy vey, I just said that. Double blessing to you. I hope it's like a double good day, man. A happy joy day. Okay, so this one is on the effects of homelessness. And I've been homeless for quite a few years now. 7. So it's been a while. I know it's changed me to my very core, but I don't know. I can't put words on it. I don't know the words to describe how it truly changes who you are. I do see how I can react and look at things different, though. When I had my apartment, I for the first time ever, I looked at every room in relationship to my vehicle, like how many times I could fit my vehicle into each room. So that was a little different. I have a sense that I'm on borrowed time, whether I'm using a bathroom or just parked. This is a very public life. And when you're using a restroom, you just pray to God that you can get in and take care of business before someone else needs to use it. Because some people are patient and some people really aren't. So, and you just pray, I pray that there's a lock and it's working, because getting walked in on, not fun. And with parking, you just, if there is anything, I mean, just the other week, some people were like partying, decided to party like at midnight, and it's just like, shut up, like go to a club or something, like don't come here, like what are you thinking? And in that same area the other year, there was a couple Mexicans talking really loud in Spanish, and then all this, and the one was talking softer, but the one was being really loud, and it's just like, shut up. And it's just all of a sudden, like perfect English, he says it's just a bunch of homeless people here, and had some unpleasant things to say, and just went back to talking really loud. And it was really late, and you really have no say. You have no say, especially with cops, because their view is you legally don't need to be, or you don't have to be here. You don't have a legal claim to anywhere you're parking. So if you don't like something or someone, get gone. It's just, you just really don't belong. You're just on borrowed time. You don't own anything. And one night I was, because usually I would say, for most nights, now I do it every night. It's like, please, Lord, bless this place and let me stay here in peace and undisturbed. And one night I went to bed thinking, isn't this nice? Like, I can be here tucked away in my car, safe and sound, and all these other people can be tucked away in their homes, safe and sound, and we can just, coexist in peace. Isn't this beautiful? And yeah, I got a 3 a.m. wake-up call that day, and the cops said that someone had called in on me, and I'm just like, oh, son of a gun. But people in houses, I find, can be really challenging quite often. One, they're just really judgmental. Homelessness is too left field for them. They can't relate at all, and it makes them really uncomfortable. Even if you become friends with them, they're just, they let you know that they're not okay with it. Whether they're condemning you or they're just concerned about you, it's just, they don't handle it well usually. It's just too uncomfortable for them, and can just get tiring, because it's like, I'm not comfortable, like especially in the apartment, I'm not comfortable there, and I'm not asking to live with you, and you can't or won't help me, so just let me do what I can do, and I won't tell you how to live. Like, give me suggestions, that's fine, I'll take what I like, leave the rest, and you can do that with each other, but don't be getting on me because you're uncomfortable. I mean, that's your stuff, that's not my stuff, and you don't need to remind me you're uncomfortable periodically, I know. And that's another thing with houses. Being in a house, while it makes you socially acceptable, it doesn't necessarily make you better. It doesn't make you safer. It doesn't make you more sane. It doesn't make you happy. There's a lot of unhappy people in houses. There's a lot of addicts in houses. there's a lot of ugly things that do happen in houses. I mean, even if you're in a safe neighborhood, it doesn't mean that you are safe. It just doesn't. And I don't know. It's really a different feeling when you know you can get stressed to the point you're willing to reject everything. You're willing to reject all the luxuries of, legally having a place to stay, getting mail with no problem, being socially acceptable, having a bathroom, having a bed, having pretty things, dressing pretty. It's really, I don't know, it's a little scary because I do know I can get to the point where I will cut any and everything out of my life. I just will. I would rather, you can't always be happy, you can't always be at peace, you can't always be laughing, but I would rather live in a vehicle and know that I at least have more opportunities to laugh and be okay mentally than be stuck in a house where I'm not safe, to be stuck with people that stress me out to the point I can't smile and I can't laugh. Life is too short. I don't want all that drama. I don't want all that misery. And I will, and I've been proving it for 7 years, I will sacrifice anything to make sure I have space. I have space to breathe. I have space to laugh. I have space to get centered. It's just different. So yeah, I don't know. Sort of like that Waylon Jennings song. What is it? Lukenbach, Texas. It's like, congratulations on your 4-stall garage, but are you happy? Money is a blessing, that's for sure. But it's not a blessing when it rules you. And it's not a blessing when you're still tied in knots. I don't know. It has a place and it is a blessing, but if you're not right upstairs, I think it adds to the misery because you should be okay, and for some reason things aren't okay, and money can only do so much. And panhandlers, I see panhandlers different, and it's different. When they're asking for work, that's like, oh, that's great, but a lot, especially out here, ask for money or food. I think it's easier to give food. And I know, because I have people talk to me, I don't care for it when they come up to your vehicle. I think that's really aggressive, and I don't know if they're just being really bold or just they're in that much need, which I know, and sometimes they can be. I had a female approach me one morning asking for change, and she said, "I'll take pennies." I mean, I was like, wow, this woman is grateful over pennies. Like, that's, Lord have mercy. I mean, you don't find that in this day and age, that's for sure, but that's a hard spot to be in. But yeah, so it's, if you want to give and give in peace, and if you don't want to give, then don't give, and don't give in peace. You don't have to rip a person apart. And I don't find it helpful to, you're not building yourself up by ripping people apart. You're just showing everyone how unhappy you are, and that's just really sad that the only way you can find value is in devaluing someone else. But yeah, I see, especially if you give money, it's a good deed, and it's between you and God and no one else. And when you hand it over, at that point, it's no longer your business. And all you can do is pray that they'll continue the good deed, that, hopefully they will go spend it on food or something that they really need, versus wasting it on drugs and alcohol. But it's really out of your hands, and don't worry about it. Don't, because I know a lot of people are like, well, what if? It's like, well, what if? That's on them. If they choose to waste a blessing, that's on them. You have no part of that. You did your part, and you did a good deed. So rejoice in that and move on. One other thing I've noticed, it's interesting when you don't have a home base. I don't have to be anywhere. I don't have to fight traffic. I don't have to be in a rush. As long as there's legal parking, especially if it's, level, it's all good, man. So yeah, sometimes I wake up and I don't know where I'm at. I have to look outside and go like, okay, that's where I'm at. Which is just, for me, that's different. I've never been into drugs or alcohol, so I like always know where I'm at. I always know what's going on. So that's really different to wake up and not know where you're at. And on the super, super rare occasion, I have woken up and I'll just be like, what the hell am I doing in a car? Like, when did this happen? Like, are you kidding me? And it's like, oh, yeah, life didn't quite go as planned. But yeah, so that's my thoughts on the effects of being homeless. It's not for everyone, but I don't know. Sometimes homes aren't all cracked up to be as good as they are, and I don't know. There's some good in this life, so in this lifestyle, it definitely is different. But yeah, there's good and bad no matter where you're at, no matter what road you go down. So but it is different and it is interesting. But yeah, I don't know. There's definitely a lot of people that can't relate to this because few people have truly experienced it, especially long term. But alrighty, God bless. Bye bye.